This is Get to Know the Royals. Today's episode, men's soccer head coach Oliver Carias, 10th season as a head coach at Queens. He's been here since 2011 as the head coach, and Royals Hall of Fame 2011. Oliver, thank you so much for coming on today.
No problem. I'm excited.
Well, you've had just an amazing career at Queens, not only as a head coach who's taken his team to the NCAA tournament each of the last two seasons, but also as a player, and then you were an assistant right after being a player. So if we can backtrack to before you came to Queens, how did you get introduced to Queens? What was the recruitment process like?
It's a funny story. So my best friend, originally from Guatemala. My best friend from high school actually ended up in Charlotte, North Carolina. His dad wanted him to learn English and thought that Charlotte back in the day didn't have that much speaking Spanish people, right? So he was sent to Queens. We used to have an immersion program there, and he enrolled. He loved it. Came back for the summer, asked me if I wanted to join him, and he said, well, let me talk to the coach. Within a month, I sent videos, and our former head coach, who is a legend, who was so successful, was very interested. Within a month, I was able to talk to him. He wanted me to bring me on board. The only hiccup was that I was not fluent in English. So he offered me to come to Queens, but I needed 14 story. But I would tell you, my teammates made the best experience that I could possibly have. So
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
the story behind.
That's amazing. I mean, you had an amazing career at Queens. I mean, you're an All-American, and the team was so successful. And 60 wins, 10 losses, 6 ties. After Queens, you also played in so many international games and plenty of different countries. But if you look back to your playing career, do you have any favorite Queens memories?
There are many. There are many that we have. I would say probably the highlight would be when we were undefeated the whole regular season. It's very hard to do. We did not lose one game in 17 games. No, actually, it was 18 games. We ended up losing in the final of the conference tournament. Back then, there were only 16 teams made it to the NCAA tournament. So I would say the whole season, we went undefeated at home, undefeated away. But most importantly, it was a very unique team. Our mentality was always on point, and looking back, it was a great year, and it's really hard to do. So the
Yeah,
whole
okay.
day.
No, I can imagine. That sounds unreal. Because you guys, it was such a successful time for Queens men's soccer, and such as just like right now, there's been 2 back-to-back co-SAC championships. Right after playing in 2006, you became an assistant coach. So, tell me a little bit about why you wanted to come right back to Queens, and just build on the success you had as a player, but now on the coaching staff.
Sure. So soccer, as you know, is my passion. It's my love, and within my family, I have my dad used to be a professional coach, coached for many years, played professionally for many years. My brother also played professionally, so it is on the blood, right? So Queens, it is, and it was my family. So when the opportunity came and coach asked me to come, I had no doubt that I wanted to stay involved with Queens and also with the game, right? So it was a no-brainer. And first, it was just a graduate program, right? So it was a GA. And we talked family, we say this is the best option. And it's been since 2005, right? So I love Queens, and Queens, that's what so.
Yeah, that's awesome. You have an adjusted spring schedule. I know you guys are practicing. the season now starts February 18th. How excited are you? How excited is your team just to get back out there?
We are very excited. We take one day at a time, right? So it's been almost a year since we play our last spring game. We were just talking about with the boys. We ended up going to High Point last year, play on a Saturday, and within 2 or 3 days, go back to our houses, right? So it's been a journey. We're very diverse in our team, coming from different countries, different backgrounds, and different cities. So we finally got our whole team back last week. We had a couple guys from Brazil that just joined us last week. So it's been a journey, but it's unreal, right? It's awesome. Our guys are very excited. We're working together to make sure that we maximize our time on the field, but just taking one day at a time, right? So we're excited if February 5th, 18th comes and we're ready to play, but taking just one day at a time, every practice at a time, just enjoying being together. I would say that's the highlight of the day, every day.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds like an awesome takeaway. We're all looking forward to seeing your team compete. Thank you so much for meeting with me today, Coach. Really appreciate taking the time to do that today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for your time and have a great day.